Spark FM.
You're listening to Saucy and Friends in the morning with Miss Hot Sauce, Miss Tony, and Rockstone Triz.
Yeah!
Hello. Good morning. How y'all doing? What y'all saying out there in the world?
Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning.
Oh, I tell you.
You said what?
If my parents did me right the way they were supposed to, I would still be dancing in videos like that other old ass AJ Johnson right now. Because I'd be dancing. I should have been a dancer.
AJ Johnson still dancing in the video?
She's still dancing. She's bad.
Right. Well, she's a choreographer too.
Yeah, she's dope.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that should have been me.
So what did that have to do with your parents?
They didn't send me down the right path.
To
They
dance?
just sent me to the originations or something like that. Had I been in there, I was in Mary Ann's dance school down in Fields Corner.
Good. That's where you needed to be.
Mary Ann was mean. And where did it take me? It didn't take me anywhere. My career didn't develop the way it was supposed to. I should have went to Juilliard.
Yeah.
And then been dancing as a backup dancer for Destiny's Child when they first came out.
Oh, wow.
And then right now I'd be what is it? Choreographer. Like
I do wish I was a dancer.
Me too. So I be dancing in my head. I be dancing. Oh, I be dancing.
Let me see.
Saucy knew she was a dancer. Have you ever danced?
No, but I did find my calling last night. I'm supposed to be a rapper.
Oh no.
I don't think so.
I've been listening to.
No, you didn't find your calling. Call them back. Hang up
I've
that
been
call.
listening to a plethora of female rappers like Sexy Red and Glorilla and JT. And not only do I know a lot about the booty hole,
Oh wow.
but I also know a lot about, bees hating on me and they okay and I'm kind of cute and things just and different things
Oh.
in the music.
And that's what the female rapper does.
Yes, it is. It's a lot of genitalia rapping.
That's
It's a-
more so the new.
But who's only Sexy Red raps about all the
No.
No. Really?
No.
No.
Who else? raps like that?
JT raps a lot about her hole too,
She's
and her big boobs.
she's a Polly Pocket. isn't she?
I'm gonna listen. And Megan Thee Stallion talks a lot about her vagina.
It's very P rap and Cardi B.
Cardi B as well.
But this is why I like Glorilla.
Yeah.
I think she has like female empowerment rap.
She gets a little frisky as well.
What did she say?
My next three I'm gonna be listening to is Lotto.
I can't tell the difference between Glorilla and Lotto.
They're
that.
it's extremely different. I mean polar opposites, except for the light skin.
Yeah, well,
and you could be one of them as well. Touche.
Touche.
But yes, I will be listening to Lotto. Most likely Asian Doll.
I don't know that one.
I don't know any of her songs, but I do like Lotto. I think Lotto raps so cute. Like it's a cutesy little.
You're not gonna listen
And then-
to Ice Spice?
No.
Oh.
No. I tried Ice Spice a while ago, and I was really kind of confused because I was listening to the same song over and over again with a different hook, and it was making me angry. And then probably Saweetie. You not the fart, you the shit.
Who said that?
Ice Spice.
Oh wow.
You think you the shit? You not even the fart.
Oh wow.
You're not even a fart.
Yeah. It's that type of rudimentary rhyming.
Look up the meaning of that word.
Look it up for me as well.
Rudimentary.
So that I may
definition.
know.
Rudimentary means involving or limited to basic principles.
Exactly.
Very
rudimentary. Thank you very much.
Relating to an immature, undeveloped, or basic form.
Yes.
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 Get it, girl. Okay. All right. Lexicon. You better go, girl. All right. I like it.
Bring back the MCAS.
You changed your position on that now. Yeah, that's awesome. I would like to, you know who I'm going to listen to? I'm going to listen to Jamaican dance hall females. But I
Oh,
need
Shensia is amazing.
but I need a lyrics list because I need to understand.
Learn Shensia's lyrics because she's got some really good. She's insanely talented, and I think that she should be getting more love. But I don't know if she knows where her lane is.
I'm gonna need a Duolingo for patois because my new friend likes to speak to me in a lot of patois real fast, and I'd be like, wait, slow
Just
down,
call
say it
me.
again,
Call me.
What? Huh? I'll be answering the wrong questions.
I'm very fluent in patois.
Are you?
I am.
Are you? Okay.
Young by the beach.
Mighty Beach. Mighty Beach. No, when you say, that's where that.
That's where that. That's where that. Fling it from way.
Huh? Oh, call me back.
I don't understand. Anyway, people, we got a great show lined up for you today. It's not anything too special. We don't have any special guests today, but we'll just go through the news. There's a lot been
We are
happening.
the special guests, and you, our listening audience, is the special guest.
Tell them, girl.
Yeah.
And that's what y'all need to know. We are going to keep you guys entertained no matter what. So while you're here, go ahead and give it up a share. What I have noticed is that we are receiving under 10 shares per stream.
Oh, hell no.
And we really want to increase that. So those of you that are on the line right now, go ahead and press the share button. You don't have to press anything after that. You have to press it like 2 times so it shares and it posts. And then you're good to go. But what we're not going to do is y'all are not going to exclusivize this morning show to only your entertainment preferences, all right? Cut it out.
Tell a friend to tell a friend. Share some love. Show some love.
Tired of y'all. I'm about to
Hey.
get one of these scammers in my email to fix our SEO. 'Cause they always saying, hey, we were looking at Spark FM and we love your page, but we noticed that your SEO is not pointing in the direction in what you would want to go. Want to hear some more? Yup, scam me. Scam me up. How much is going to cost? $577,000? All right. Pay down on that for me, like right there.
That's right. You tell them, girl.
Ooh, Tory Lanez's
How was y'all
brother
evening? How was your
is
evening,
gonna be-
Tony?
Yesterday was a great day. We had a nice time hanging out here with the people from Yamba Boutique, and then Sia came in from Yamba Market,
And then we went
and
did what
we
did.
were. I was a little saucy. I was a little saucy. Those mimosas was delicious. And then we went to the neighborhood out in Somerville, which is always, the neighborhood is amazing. And so we were there, and we had a nice time at the neighborhood. We had the nice cream of wheat.
That's always it.
It was so good.
It was so good, and but then I was
good.
immediately full after that. And then, but I had a nice little breakfast, and then I went home and I just relaxed. I chilled. We went and picked up the boy, and Sparkle sat into my neck right here. He had me in a chokehold, like put his whole little body
because he friggin' stunk.
into my neck piece. And then I picked up the boy, and then I went home and I relaxed. I did watch the Garfield movie last night with my son.
How was that?
It's really cute.
Yeah.
It's really cute.
Hey, Bill Murray was Garfield, so you know.
Oh, it's Bill Murray, Garfield. Snoop Dogg is in there. Ving Rhames is in there. It's a lot of heavy hitters in that movie. So it was nice. I had a good time with that. And then I did laundry late into the night. I got another compliment from my old neighbor last night.
What'd he say?
Last night I was down in the laundry room doing laundry. I had a little biker shorts on, and he said, "Tony, what's that right there on the back of your pants?" And when I looked, he said, "It's my eyes."
Zing.
And how old is he?
He's
Zing.
about 65.
Yeah. Yeah.
He said, "It's my eyes," and walked out the back door.
He said, I did it. I got it right there.
That young girl, I got her. Got good.
Eyes on the back of your pants.
That's my eyes on the back of your pants.
Oh boy, let me tell you, when that Pinkton come back in here today, I'm gonna tell him that same thing.
Oh, Lord.
What's that on the back of your pants?
I don't think that's how you build that one. I don't think that one works.
Last week he said to me, "Well, Tony, when God made you, he was just showing off."
I like him.
I like him.
He's good for the ego.
He's so smooth.
Yeah.
He's so smooth. Shout out to him. Big shout out to my good friend Lindell. Today is his birthday. Happy birthday,
Happy
Lindell.
birthday, Lindell. Happy birthday to our cousin Danielle.
Danielle, happy
birthday.
birthday.
Birthday to Quentin.
Birthday, Quentin.
And happy birthday to everybody.
Happy birthday.
Libra season.
Oh, it's Libra season.
Everybody's birthday is in this month. every Cali person in the whole entire world birthday.
This is when I
this
like to
month.
hear the Jamaicans say Libra.
Yeah, let's just clear that out so we can make room for the real goats. Scorpios.
And how about you, Sauce? How you do? How you celebrate your afternoon?
I
yesterday?
did the same. We went out to dinner and then
You went to dinner?
No.
Oh.
What was it? What's dinner?
Lunch.
Brunch. We went to brunch.
And then I had class. I'm taking a class over at
CNA
RCC.
class, right?
Huh?
CNA.
My CNA class. I'm taking a class over at RCC for entrepreneurs who want to build a growth strategy. So this was our second class. It's on Wednesdays. What I don't like though is a long amount of time doing class. I feel like 6 to 9 is pretty long.
I can't do
Wow,
lectures.
6 to 9.
Yeah, 6 to 9 is hard, especially 6 to 9. 9 o'clock is late.
Especially if you have children.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly. So it's late. But what is really great about it is being around a lot of other entrepreneurs who are in the same type of
Building that network.
yeah, building that network and kind of really going over like yesterday we started talking about leadership styles and stuff, and like just talking to everybody about their leadership styles and hearing everybody's stories and realizing, I'm not as terrible as I thought I was, People are hard to manage. Yes, Pastor Troy is in school too. He is taking a class and he is doing very well in it.
You go, boy, Pastor Troy. I'm excited for you, love.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Shalair said, how did you find that class?
Oh, it's called Inner Rise. Inner Rise. Through the BECMA, they sent out an email saying it. And I was like, ooh, let me sign up. And then I signed up. But it is very, very, very good, Shalair. It's with, it's teaching us where the instructor is very good with procurement and has worked with different companies and is very, very well connected. So I joined because I need to be inside of his brain. Inside. But send me a DM and I'll send you the information. I think their next cohort starts in late October. Yes. Mm-hmm.
Very nice. Very nice.
Yes.
Very nice.
The neighborhood, yes. Finn, the neighborhood does have the best breakfast, and we are hoping that you will feel the pressure and make sure that we have the best stir breakfast.
Yes.
Thank you very much,
Best
Finn.
stir.
I'm applying very much pressure on you. Pressure, pressure, pressure.
Pressure
I will
them.
come down there every day and look into your face
In your face.
and say,
hole.
Finn, what you doing here?
Hey.
Give us a breakfast immediately.
Yeah.
Finn's Fusion, people. Finn's Fusion. Anyhow, people, let's get into the show. Spark FM Online, Saucy and Friends in the Morning. Let's go.
Good morning. You're listening to Saucy and Friends in the Morning with Miss Hot Sauce, Miss Tony, and Rockstone Triz.
The all-new Spark FM.
Broadcasting live worldwide. This is
Spark FM.
Call Spark FM at 617-272-3387.
But the kid is not my son. This is
What? What?
I know that this was a Michael Jackson-esque beat, but I couldn't figure out which song, so I just filled it in with whatever lyrics I could find at the time. Good morning, Larry Jordan, Sticky Woo.
Sticky woo.
What the hell does Sticky Woo mean?
Sticky woo.
Exactly what it sounds like.
Weed. Sticky weed.
Oh,
morning.
I'm a pervert. I went a completely different conversation.
It's whatever you want it to sound like.
No. Today is Thursday. It is September 26th. Again, Thursday, September 26th. It's 9:42 a.m. 9:42 a.m. It's going to be cloudy early, then off and on rain showers for the whole entire afternoon. High 69 degrees, winds in the south at 10 to 15 miles per hour. The chance of rain is 60%. That means that the traffic at the same time is going to be very terrible and horrible. So you guys got to either leave earlier or leave later. But if you leave on time, you won't get there.
Larry said it's just an freedom expression. Let go and just scream, sticky woo.
I like it. I like it. It's a hybrid day. Roll up for me too. I'm coming over. Just a freedom. Oh yes. Let's get into the roundaway news. These are the stories that are going on closest to you, the stories that you guys need to know, and the stories that everybody needs to have. The Crocs shares are up 5.11% to $150 per share. So if you guys wanted to get in on that Croc action, go ahead. Speaking of Crocs, I need new Crocs because my animal bit through mine yesterday, and that makes me angry.
That's crazy.
Very, very angry. It was not right what he did to me. Two brothers charged with stealing nearly $200,000 from a Boston bank in brazen daytime heist.
Yeah.
Really? They find him? Oh, they charge. Wow. Wow. Bank officials helped foil the plans of two brothers who were accused of stealing nearly $200,000 in a brazen daytime bank robbery on Tuesday. 32-year-old Justin and 28-year-old Janelle, both from Brockton, were charged with larceny over $1,200 and conspiracy in West Roxbury, Boston Municipal Court. Just before 1 p.m. on Tuesday, officers responded to the emergence to the Energy Credit Union on Spring Street for a robbery in process. Found bank teller Janelle, who claimed an unknown suspect, later identified as his brother, approached the window and passed a note saying, Janelle. No.
What Janelle
worked at, yeah, he worked at the bank and said that his brother came. Damn, Janelle. Investigators say Janelle then turned around into the closed door where the main vault was, retrieved approximately $197,000 from a vault on the top right, and put it in a blue ATM bag. Janelle allegedly said the suspect, Justin, collected the bag and said, "Thank you, sir," before fleeing on foot in an unknown direction. The chief financial officer was suspicious that Janelle didn't look in his cash drawer and immediately walked to the vault without being told to do so and providing more than the amount demanded. The CFO informed investigators of this, saying that's not how tellers are trained on bank robbery procedures. Bank officials also told detectives Janelle was fired in May 2023 for violating company policy before being rehired in August of 2024. That's y'all business. Y'all hired him back.
Why he get fired in the first place?
I know, because he was violating the company policy. At 1:45 a.m. on Wednesday, police executed a search warrant at their house and found a large sum of cash. Both brothers were apprehended. Judge John Garland ordered both held on $10,000 bail and stay away from the Energy Credit Union at their arraignment.
Do you think they needed the money to pay the ransom to get their mother? What would they do that for?
These two jackasses was probably sitting in the house high one day and was like, you know what? We should do a bank robbery. Since I work here, you come in fully masked. I won't press no buttons. You ask a demand letter. I give you the money and you take off, and they would never know.
You think they were sitting around high one day watching Set It Off?
Yes. Yes, it was like, oh, that's easy because I work at the bank. See what they did there?
Yeah.
And I think that's what these two idiots did. Their parents are probably hanging their head in shame.
I'm hanging my head in shame for their parents because that's ridiculous.
It's crazy.
Wow.
If I worked at the bank, would you rob me?
I'll probably try to figure out how you know. I'm not robbing you, but I'm gonna try to figure out if you was able to finagle a bagel.
How you gonna set it off?
I'm with Tristan here. I think that what he went wrong when you did the most.
Yeah.
You went for $200,000. Why y'all just don't start off small, like $10,000 or something like that? Something that would be closer to me.
And then to do it in such a fool ass way, and then just turn around and walked into the thing and get the money and hand it to. Like, what is? Are you stupid?
And then on top of that, y'all take the money to your house and keep it there.
They had no stash house. They don't watch enough Power.
Chilling. That's what I'm saying. I would have been buried that somewhere under a tree by the Charles or something like that at 2, 3, 4 o'clock in the morning when nobody could have seen me. And then 4 weeks later, I would have went back and got it.
They don't watch no TV. Everybody know that the money you got numbers on it.
It's serial
got the diet
numbers.
Packs, all
You
this
got to
foolishness.
wash the money in the laundromat.
Yeah.
Or other places.
That's terrible. I'm sorry for their parents because I know they didn't want that to be what it was.
And you know they Haitian, right?
Cause that definitely sound flânery. Yes, definitely.
Well, but then again, them BMF boys was flâneries too, though.
Yep, they were. And they
it
was
was
American.
Flannery.
Flannery?
Yeah,
Well,
Flannery.
same thing. It's pronounced the same.
They probably Cape
But
Verdean.
son, why you bring that money here to my house?
To my house.
That's probably what happened out here when we put the dead out here yesterday. What happened out here yesterday?
Eating the dogs.
Not a damn
What
thing.
happened?
Not a damn thing.
Every damn police, state police, and B3 police officer was out here on Blue Hill Ave, pulled over this one car of 3 Haitian men and surrounded that car back, front, and side and held him up for 15 minutes and then put them back in the car and let them go. What was that
Let 'em go.
about? Somebody needs to explain to me. I want to know. I want to know.
In Amherst, UMass Amherst police are warning students after receiving 5 reports of a person spying on female residents in campus showers. Oh my.
Nasty.
The incidents were reported at Grayson and Field Residence Hall on September 16th, 17th, and 18th, according to the UMass Amherst Police Department. The first report came at 11:19 p.m. on September 16th. The report alleges that a male was seen using a cell phone to take photos of video of a female showering. The incident was reported by phone and was treated as an isolated incident. Let's go to the story because I'm
They've
confused.
said they've received 5 reports so far. Police say the incidents happened between Monday and Wednesday of last week. Investigators say the man tried to take pictures of videos over the top of the shower curtains. Campus police are telling students to report any suspicious behavior.
I tell you,
I'm so confused. Nobody notices him in the bathroom.
That's what I want to know.
And when did the girls find out? When they hear the click clink, and then they try to run out and say no, stop, and he runs off. There ain't nobody in the vicinity of the bathroom that could assist somebody.
Nobody notices a man going into the woman's bathroom this many times.
Maybe it's
or
a co-op?
Is he taking pictures of the boys? What is happening here?
No, it says female residents. The first report came at a second report was received 3:40 p.m. the next day, taking place in the bathroom on the 3rd floor of the Field Hall. The report was similar to the first, alleging a white male was seen using a cell phone to look over the top of the shower curtains. On September 18th, an incident on the 7th floor of the Grayson Hall was reported to the police department. The report said that a college-age 5'10" white male with brown blonde hair used a phone to try take similar shower photos. He is described as wearing maroon shorts and a black hoodie. After police posted crime alert notices in both resident halls, 2 additional incidents were reported, one on September 17th at 1 a.m. on the 6th floor and another on September 18th at 1 a.m. on the 5th floor. The reports are under investigation by UMass Amherst. I know, maybe, I don't know. I don't have any suggestions. I don't know what to say.
I mean, yeah, okay. I don't understand why there was more than one incident where this happened. I would understand if it happened one time and then somebody reported it, but for it to keep on happening and nobody is on alert or something like that just seems kind of strange.
It just seems like maybe security should take up another beat and maybe walk the halls, but I guess they're saying that the ladies are showering at random different times.
Yeah.
So how to catch a predator?
To catch a predator.
What do you do there? How do you do that?
and they are unisex too. Yeah.
Oh, it's unisex.
Very, very interesting.
Yeah, that's why I said you should be able to catch them in the act. And
No,
handle it
you can't
accordingly.
catch them in the act. When's the last time you guys been to a college dorm? It's
30 years
open
ago,
all day, so any time of the hour, somebody can go and take a shower. It's 2, 3, 4 in the morning, whatever. So
how is it being reported? Like how do they know that somebody's taking the picture
I
unless
guess
somebody's seen
it sounds
them?
like somebody's catching them. It sounds like somebody. So say you're in the shower. Somebody goes in there and takes a picture. I
And I
walk
go,
in and
"Hey!"
I see them. I would
then
be the
run.
person reporting them because I saw. You know what I mean?
So why can't I chase them down and fight them?
You can.
Ooh.
We just chase them down naked and fight them.
Ooh,
Oh, because I'm naked.
Yeah.
I can't chase them down. I would chase them down naked and fight them.
Yeah.
Then get it on social media and go viral on OnlyFans.
Oh, wow.
Naked collegiate wrestles peeping Tom to the ground. I can see the headlines already. I would probably go viral on
You'd go viral.
OnlyFans.
Because those dorms don't have technically have security. They just have their what do you call it? The RAs, right?
No, they should have I don't know.
No, they don't have security, but
Right.
I'm saying in this situation where there is an actual case of a peeping Tom, maybe they should just have a little somebody just walk in the hallways casually.
Finn says security, the only one seeing people get into the shower through the cameras. That's what he says, yes. Finn, Schneider said he would definitely subscribe to your OnlyFans with that.
Thank you,
title.
Schneider. I will give you a. You can
Y'all need to subscribe to our YouTube
if
page.
you do a tip. I'll show you something else.
The tip. Just the tip, Schneider.
Remaining Tufts lacrosse players released from hospital following workout led by Navy SEAL grad. We know you have lots of questions. Frankly, we do as well, the university president wrote on Wednesday. All of the Tufts University lacrosse players diagnosed with a rare muscle injury have been released from the hospital more than a week after a workout led by a Navy SEAL training program graduate. President Sunil Kumar told the Tufts community Wednesday that the university hired a nationally recognized student athlete health expert and a lawyer to look into how a dozen players were diagnosed with rhabdo following the workout. D. Rod Walters, the decades of experience in college athletics and sports injuries, included conducting similar investigations, such as one involving the death of a student athlete at the University of Maryland. Randy Ailment, a lawyer with Louis Brebo's firm, will determine what happened at the workout session and review the school's protocol. He must have drugged them.
Because what it is, it was some kind of debilitating their muscles?
Yeah, it's like extreme muscle fatigue, and they all happen to get it at the same time.
Yeah, that sounds like a chemical.
Yeah,
reaction.
it sounds like something that they all consumed, because how do you all get diagnosed with this rare muscle disease? Ain't none of y'all wanted to stop and say, I'm a little fatigued, Navy SEAL trainer guy?
These Navy SEAL trainer people gotta stop training people. Ain't that the Navy SEAL that trained the little boy that died the other day?
No,
too?
they was doing boxing.
Oh, gosh. Listen to me spreading false information.
For real. Trump MAGA supporter.
Oh, wow.
Man using a metal detector finds box of explosives buried in a forest.
They've been doing that a lot. Remember, we've been seeing the reports of them doing that that magnet fishing down there, and they keep finding all those grenades and all kinds of things.
A man using a metal detector found a box of explosives buried in a forest on the north shore of Massachusetts. See, he would have found my money too that I stole from your bank. Officers were called to state-owned forest in Rowley near the Newberry town line around 2:30 p.m. after a metal detector-wielding man uncovered a box loaded with TNT and plastic explosives. I thought that they only did TNT in the cartoons. Is that silly for me to believe that?
Yes.
TNT's a real thing, yeah.
I didn't know that. I thought
That was just a Roadrunner?
just Roadrunner. And you get the big red box and and then he blows up himself. That's okay. All right. See, I'm not very versed in explosives. May note that the box and explosives appeared to have been in the ground for an undetermined number of years. Massachusetts State Police bomb squad was called to the scene, and crews safely destroyed the explosives with a series of 3 blasts. May said that no evacuations were ordered because the explosives were found in a remote part of town far away from homes and businesses. I'm glad that they found it and not, some unsuspecting child that was digging in the ground.
Me too. That's awful. But would you be able to find it if you didn't have the metal thing?
All right, I have a video on the rhabdo.
The what?
Tufts.
Yeah. Let's do that because I'm
confused.
The rhabdo.
Rhabdo.
Rabizido. She ain't gonna say it either. That's why I'm like, the news people don't say the word. Say the word.
Here goes the story.
University who are hospitalized following a workout have been discharged from the hospital. Some good news there. The university's president says 12 players developed rhabdomyolysis after a voluntary workout last week with a recent graduate of the Navy SEAL training program. An investigation into the incident is now underway.
Did they tell us anything?
Oh, that's it?
Broadcast to the world in minutes.
Nope, they did it.
That's it.
A man is wanted for assault and battery with a dangerous box of French fries in Roxbury.
That's on brand.
Boston police report they are looking for a man they said used French fries as a weapon during a fight inside the McDonald's on Warren Street in Roxbury about 3:45 p.m. yesterday on Monday. Police say he'll face an aggravated assault charge for throwing a box of French fries at his opponent. The subject is described as a black male, heavyset, approximately 30 years old, and is seen wearing a black White Sox flat brim ball hat, black Nike hooded sweatsuit, black shorts, and gray sneakers. If French fry guy looks familiar, contact detectives. So what did he
Can you show us the picture?
Who know the French guy?
Right there.
Who know the French guy?
What did he do? He just threw the French fries
He
at
probably got into argument with somebody. He threw his French fries at them. You know people be pissing you off. Be like, throw this effing box of French fries at your effing face. And he probably did it.
But he's charged with assault with a dangerous weapon.
What you charging that man for? Leave that man alone,
Maybe
man.
because they was hot, fresh out of the oven, out of the fry, and they was still hot. So if you imagine some hot French fries coming at your face,
Damn, that's
I would
bad
eat the
hit.
shit out of them.
I would. Throws ketchup too. The hell.
Boy, I tell you, Boston's first giant hand-sized jumping spider spotted on Beacon Hill.
Yes. Did you see
Have
that
y'all heard
spider?
about the spider invasion?
No, can you tell me
Oh
about
my
it?
God, look at that spider.
They don't see me no pictures.
Wow. Hold on.
So, NBC Boston reports a yellow-striped Joro jumping spider, which could grow to the size of a human hand.
The hell no.
No, that's a
Well,
tarantula.
I mean, it could grow the size of my hand. That's not very big.
That's a tarantula. Ain't a tarantula? Has been spotted on Mount Vernon Street on Beacon Hill near the Common. The station sent out a fearless reporting team, which managed to get out a dispatch. The spider was still perched on its web on Wednesday afternoon and was even being ogled by passerbys. The station quotes a researcher as saying Beacon Hill now represents the most northerly point at which the spiders, originally from East Asia, have been spotted in the U.S. since their arrival in Georgia in 2013. Oh, they finally made it over here.
Here goes the
That's nice. Let's look at it.
Visible by its yellow stripes,
wow.
has not only spun its web on Beacon Hill, but a whole lot of attention, too. NBC 10's Michael Rosenfield is in that neighborhood tonight to explain whether this is something we need to be worried about, Michael.
Hey, Glenn, these spiders are usually found in Asia, but apparently they like Boston as well. I know it's dark out here this evening, but you might be able to see the spider's web right here behind me here on Beacon Hill. The spider itself, though, this evening appears to be on the move. The Joro spider spotted on Beacon Hill. The species is native to East Asia, now arriving in Massachusetts.
I think it's cute.
The spider right outside this woman's home on Mount Vernon Street.
I noticed a week ago, and I think it's good luck. And it's much cuter than the rats and the mice that you see here.
They're not really harmful to people or pets.
Andy Davis is a research scientist at the University of Georgia.
You're seeing one that probably was arrived in the Boston area by hitchhiking on a car.
He says this is the most northern sighting to date of the Joro, first seen in the United States about 10 years ago in Georgia.
It looks scary. I mean, if you're an arachnophobe, this thing is the stuff of your nightmares. But it's ironically, it's incredibly shy.
He says people should not be afraid.
They're not going to jump off their web and attack you as much as people might think.
Ew, that's nasty.
They do have venom. Their venom is no more potent than any other spider that you have in your backyard.
Davis says it's unclear how much damage the Joro can do to the ecosystem, but there are benefits.
These Joro spiders, they eat mosquitoes and flies, and sometimes
I might need one of them at the house.
flies, which is an invasive.
All right, you need one of them at the house. There's going to be no Ashmont train service on Saturday. The MBT announced it yesterday. that the Ashmont branch of the Red Line will be closed on Saturday, so workers can remove one of those slow zones and make sure they aren't any potential problems left over from the Peabody Square Lake that formed last week after a National Grid crew cracked open a BWSC water main there. Trains will be replaced by shuttle buses like for the previously announced shutdown of the Braintree branch, which will remain closed on Sunday. So all of you MBTA riders, there will be no train service on the Saturday to Ashmont.
And that's just Saturday, though.
Just Saturday for the Ashmont. But they said through Sunday for the Braintree. Boston Nation Americans to Trump and Vance, shut your lying ass mouth. They didn't say the ass part. I did.
Oh, was that Boston people that brought that?
No, there is a National Haitian Association that is suing J.D. Vance and Donald Trump for their remarks and for the repercussions that it has caused to the community. But there is a group here in Boston as well that are also standing strong and holding tight. You know, for me, and this is why, you know, it's good to know history. For me, I just don't feel like the Haitian community is the community I would have chosen to go after.
And that's
because
what Ruth Z said.
Yeah, these people are beyond resilient, and they like to be free by fighting.
J.D. Vance.
You know, like they like to revolutionize and get it done.
But that's how you know that these two idiots don't know anything about anything. Two effing idiots.
Two idiots that y'all are as the time goes by, as the days go by into this election, and the more and more of you jackasses that are out here singing the praises of J.D. Vance and Donald Trump, I am more and more worried and discouraged each day by the trajectory of this country.
The things that they say are just not true. Like, just to get into like a whatever, since we're on the subject of J.D. Vance, he put out a whole video yesterday or someday talking about how Kamala Harris is to blame for the rise in price of eggs to over $4. He's standing in front of eggs and the sign clearly says $2.99.
See, there's nobody. That's my things like that actually make me angry because there's no control. There's not even any PR. There's no management. There's no PR. There's no type of sensical making that I can understand.
None.
You're sitting here blaming this black lady for things that she had zero control over, and you're bolded face lying because behind you it's not what you're saying.
Not at all, even a little bit. It's so ridiculous.
It's very weird.
And it's things like that. And then when things like that happen and then they still have people who are supporting them, it worries me.
Like even you people down here that live in America, and I'm really noticing, and it's not to say anything because y'all know that I'm of immigrant but a lot of you islanders are out here repeating also what you are hearing on these internets, and you sound weird. Like somebody today was like, well, President Biden could have pardoned Marcellus Williams off of the death row. He actually couldn't, and that could have been before you wrote it in Facebook. You should have wrote it in Google.
Well, I mean, I asked that question, but you should ask it as a question.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. Like if you're gonna ask it as a question because you want to know, but don't make a statement and then be corrected in that statement because you are trying to stand on it. And the people that also consume that information and then buckle down on it also worry me, because at what point did anybody just want to cut and paste it into Google to search for yourself? I have found myself honestly very, very transparent. Like when I'm getting into these random Facebook debates or whatever, blah blah blah, you guys have to understand that I am literally on the Google most likely copying and pasting exactly what these articles are saying. Like the data points and all kinds of stuff. It's like literally cut and paste. I received this and then posted an article there too. You can win every argument all the time if you Google. It's our friend, and it's for free.
Absolutely.
The Massachusetts Immigrant and Refugee Advocacy, or MIRA, coalition hosted a rally in Boston Common at noon yesterday, on the 24th, in solidarity with the Haitian immigrants of Springfield, Ohio, who have faced a flood of hate and threats over the last several weeks due to an unsubstantiated claim made by former President Donald Trump and his little stupid idiot friend, J.D. Vance.
Who he doesn't talk to.
Tristan.
Right.
What is
this is where I'm DJing at later.
What time?
For 5 o'clock today.
You got a +1?
Sure.
+2. We're going to go right there. 5 o'clock, you said?
Mm-hmm.
I am there. Wow. The rally hosted several speakers, including the executive director of the Immigrant Family Services Institute, Dr. Geraldine Gabru, executive director of MIRA, Elizabeth Sweet, and Boston City Council President Ruth Z. Louisiane, amongst others. The rise of the hate against Haitian immigrants nationwide is a direct result of recent politically motivated defamatory speech by several high-profile politicians like former President Donald Trump. The false statements claim that Haitian immigrants in Springfield were stealing and eating pets, as well as posing a danger to other residents. The inflammatory remarks have resulted in countless threats against Haitian immigrants, not only residing in Springfield, but across the country. The rally was held at the Embrace, a monument in Boston Common, representing civil rights activist Martin Luther King Jr. and his wife, Coretta Scott King. It is not a coincidence that we are standing here today in front of this monument, said Heather, senior immigration staff attorney for the Massachusetts Law Reform Institute. Tristan will go to the clip so that we can watch and listen together.
Thank you for staying with us. I'm David Wade.
And I'm Courtney Cole. Now, the organization says the two politicians should be arrested for false claims made about immigrants during the presidential debate. As WBZ's Paul Burton shows us, members of the Boston Haitian community gathered today to call to an end to the lies.
Solidarity with Haiti! Solidarity with Haiti!
Holding up signs and chanting words of unity and love, city leaders and community activists joined hundreds from the Haitian community at the Embrace statue on Boston Common to speak out against discrimination.
This shows you that we are standing here together collectively.
We still have to defend that our humanity should not be up for debate.
They are here to send a message of unity, truth, and love and speak out against the words of former President Donald Trump.
In Springfield, they're eating the dogs, the people that came in. They're eating the cats.
A Haitian organization in Springfield now wants criminal charges filed against Trump and J.D. Vance for disrupting public services and making false alarms.
When you attack someone in Springfield, we feel it in Boston.
The lies and rhetoric aimed at Haitians is not only factually incorrect, but also deeply rooted in racism.
It's sad to see a former president say the words that he's saying and potentially could be back in that seat.
Through song, prayer, and speeches, they stand together with Haitians across the country, knowing they have to take this fight to the polls.
This is most likely going to end up in our world news, but there was a congressman as well who went on and said some really effed up things about the Haitian a Congressional Black Caucus Chair Rep. Stevenson Hartsford tries to introduce a motion to censor Republican Clay Higgins for posting a now deleted racist tweet. The tweet reads, but this is a Republican a congressman. Okay. This is the tweet. The AP Press had posted a headline, and it said Haitian group in Springfield, Ohio, filed citizen criminal charges against Trump and Vance. So the rep Clay Higgins, he writes, LOL, these Haitians are wild, eating pets, voodoo, nastiest country in the Western Hemisphere, cults, slapstick gangsters, but damned if they don't feel all sophisticated now, filing charges against our president and VP. All of these thugs better get their mind right and their asses out of our country before January 20th.
He tweeted that with his Twitter.
He tweeted that. Let me tell you what the House Speaker Mike Johnson defends him and says this. Let me see if I can bring it up.
He's a dear friend of mine and a colleague from Louisiana, and a very frank and outspoken person. He's also a very principled man, and I think he tweeted. I didn't even see it, but he tweeted something today about Haitians, and he was approached
by January 20th.
Okay. Well, look, he was approached on the floor by colleagues who said that was offensive. He went to the back. I just talked to him about it. He said he went to the back and he prayed about it and he regretted it.
He prayed about it.
Post down. That's what you want a gentleman to do. I'm sure he probably regrets some of the language he used, but we move forward. We believe in redemption.
Filthy language.
Wow.
That's Speaker of the House.
The Speaker of the House in Ohio.
That said, yeah. Somebody told him that it was offensive. He prayed about it and he took it down, and he should be forgiven for that. Now, a lot of people is like, we can't even say the word Jew.
Yep.
In combination with anything at all. But when you come after a whole culture and a whole community of people, it's something like, oh, my bad, I'm sorry. He said that he didn't mean to say it, so I guess he didn't mean to say it because he prayed about it. Caller, you're live. Spark FM Online. Hello. Are you there? Caller. Hello. Hello.
I think maybe we have to let it ring more.
Or right? No, it actually rang.
It did. It ring through. I heard it.
Yeah.
I know. I think we have to let it ring and hear 3 times, like a few times before we're able to pick it
But
up.
what is that?
That doesn't make a lot of sense.
I
But yes, I don't know what I feel really badly. Like I feel really, really horrible about it.
Shanae said the caucasity is at an all-time high, and it absolutely is.
What's ringing?
The phone.
Okay.
We don't know what's going on with the phone, so get into the comment section. If you cannot, call my cell phone.
Why does someone have to tell him? Larry says, Jess says, nah, y'all play with my people a little too much. F you mean that ish pisses me off. Zoe's all effing day. Wow.
But this is what I don't understand. Like I
passionate.
I would want that the Harris Waltz campaign to capitalize on this. Like these are one of those situations where you do have to pander.
Yeah.
I would literally be pandering to the Haitian community
everywhere
because we know that they are not very heavy voters, but getting them to be heavy voters will make a very big, like they don't even gotta fight. All they gotta do is vote.
They're gonna go out.
And I hope so. I hope that there's people in Haitian communities that are making sure that people are registered to vote and making sure that it is translated in whatever languages that need it to be translated.
Absolutely.
And that there's transportation to help these people get to the polls.
Yeah.
Because it's serious now. Like it's been serious, but we can tell now that these people do not care. And if they'll do it to the Haitian people who are obviously black, we are next.
Yeah.
We literally are next. And if we're not standing behind the Haitian community, then we're just sitting there letting this go. And I don't think that it should be let go. I think that
that's what they're doing, though. They're
crunk.
targeting, like some of the most vulnerable people, right? So, and that's what people like them. That's what bullies do. They target low hanging fruit. They target, like the easiest people, the most vulnerable people. But they mess with the wrong ones. We all know that.
That's what I'm saying.
know that.
You're messing with the wrong ones because they might be the most vulnerable, but they're also the most resilient.
Absolutely.
And we talk about it.
Absolutely. But they don't know. They don't understand that because, like you said, they don't know.
The problem is that this, like Kamala said, this is so repeated and washed.
Yep.
Every time y'all need somebody to pick on, you find some group to pick on that didn't do nothing to you.
They are small and weak.
Crazy.
Is what Kamala said, and that is just
and
so
emotional.
True. Yeah.
You guys are so emotional all the time. To be so white power, y'all really don't got no purr.
No purr.
No purr. Love is the greatest weapon that we can have against hatred. And amongst cheers and applause, we are people of love. We believe in solidarity. We believe in unity, and we believe that together we can accomplish more. And Miss Gabru, I hope that you are putting together the force that needs to be forced out of here so that y'all can do what y'all got to do.
Absolutely.
Shoot, we already said that y'all run in Boston already, so show the rest of the world. I'm down for. I'm a ally. And me love me the Asian man, boy. I tell you, boy. I tell you. Child. Anyhow.
Wee poo poo.
Wee poo poo. Police warn public of Topsfield Fair ticket scam. Oh, no.
Where is Topsfield?
Is that the one in Canton? When did that happen? Did that happen already?
Is it there? I mean, there's always one in Canton.
Police in Topsfield, Massachusetts are urging the public to be vigilant if they are planning on going to the Topsfield Fair this year. Authorities said they have received multiple reports of fraudulent tickets to the fair being sold on a website. All Topsfield Fair tickets from the site are fraudulent, as the Topsfield Fair is not selling tickets to get into the arena.
All of them are fraudulent. Is Topsfield Fair where the cows ran from the other day?
I don't know.
No.
Oh, okay.
You can get tickets at the fair at the topsfieldfair.org. Advanced fair admission tickets are $15, and $33 gets you tickets for 10 rides. I thought they just said they wasn't selling no tickets.
I thought you said they wasn't.
They're selling tickets at the fair, but not on.
Oh, not online.
Yeah.
No, but they're saying you can get them online.
Oh, well, I don't know. They just said they all.
This year's fair is being held from October 14th through. Oh, all right. It says October 14th through October 14th. It's for one day.
Well, this whole story is a lie.
Is a complete. Who wrote that? Let me go write that journalist. Like, you know that you didn't write nothing here. For real. Nothing at all. And I believe, one last thing. Third dispensary approved on short stretch of Newberry Street over opposition from residents worried that neighborhood is becoming too full of weed.
They're opening a third dispensary on Newberry Street?
Yeah.
Oh.
It is. It's weedy.
That's a lot of
but
weed
at the
on
same
one
time,
street.
Where else are you supposed to smoke the weed? On
How
Newberry
many
Street.
liquor stores on Newberry Street?
I don't think any.
There's no liquor stores, huh?
I don't think there's any liquor
Wow.
stores, no. But you know what's very interesting is there, I think I alluded to it yesterday when we were talking to Leah, but are there places for consumption of weed?
No. It's not a thing in Massachusetts yet.
No, not in Massachusetts.
They're working on it though, right?
Yeah, they whatever. They don't got no CCC, so they ain't working on shite.
And then would anybody? Well, I would really be interested in the rules surrounding what can be a consumption site.
Yeah.
Right now, the most Massachusetts has is private clubs.
Private clubs.
How do you become a private club?
Me as a
All right, then. We're going to go to a quick commercial break, and we'll be right back in a few
Malika
moments.
says yes.
No. Leave them people alone. We don't promote that over here.
Oh, she works for them.
Oh, okay. Sorry, we don't do that over here.
All right. Well, apparently we don't do that over here.
Sorry, Malika. Love you.
Oh, wow.
Politics.
Oh, all right. Well, then, let's go to commercial.
You're listening to Saucy and Friends in the morning with Miss Hot Sauce, Miss Tony, and Rockstone Triz.
Spark FM. Spark FM.
This is a message from the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention. Travel increases your chance of getting and spreading COVID-19. Take steps to protect yourself and others. Wear a mask that completely covers your nose and mouth. Masks are required on planes, buses, trains, and other forms of public transportation traveling into, within, or outside of the U.S. and in U.S. transportation hubs such as airports and stations. Stay at least 6 feet away from others. Wash your hands often, and watch for symptoms of COVID-19. When traveling back to the U.S., you must show a negative COVID-19 test result or have documentation of recovery from COVID-19 before boarding your flight back to the U.S. Visit cdc.gov/COVID-19 travel to learn more about travel requirements and recommendations.
Finally Home is a must-read step-by-step guide that will equip any first-time home buyer with the knowledge they need to confidently make informed decisions. This book provides answers in simple and clear terms to most, if not all, of the questions you may have about credit, home ownership, and generational wealth. Finally Home equips the reader with the confidence to be engaged with the home buying process without feeling vulnerable or exploited. Tailor-made Real Estate Easy is not just a catchy hashtag. It is real estate agent and radio personality Taylor Andre's goal. A goal to simplify one of the most challenging processes you will go through as an adult. A goal to educate you properly on credit and teach you the strategies to finding the home of your dream. It is not just a good book or an easy read. It is the secret to a seamless home buying experience.
it's Tori DeVito. In every family, small conversations can make a big impact. I grew up on tour with my parents. Kind of different, but we bonded over music just like other families do over sports, camping, or other interests. And we talked. Little everyday conversations from silly to serious that built a foundation over time. Honest conversations, like when my dad shared his experiences as an alcoholic.
Your honesty about that part of your life gave me a sense of integrity that I wanted to uphold in my own life. And I was so grateful that you and Mom had become these sober, stable people who were always there for me.
I wanted you to know from someone who's been in recovery more than 30 years now that hard work is what creates success, not alcohol or other drugs, whether it's music or anything else. I said it a lot, and I'm glad you took it to heart.
Talk, they hear you. For more information about talking with your kids about underage use of alcohol and other drugs, visit underagedrinking.samhsa.gov.
Spark FM.
Wheezy boy, make me dance. Daddy, oh, make me dance.
Igniting the airwaves. Spark FM. Join us on Facebook and Instagram at sparkfmonline.com. Turn us up.
Tell me how you want it, yeah. Call me and I'm over.
Spark FM.
You're listening to Saucy and Friends in the morning with Miss Hot Sauce, Miss Tony, and Rockstone Triz.
Breathe, stretch, shake. Let it go. Breathe, stretch, shake. Let it go.
Don't you supposed to do some shake, something like that?
Yes, you are. All right, let's get into the national news here on Spark FM Online, brought to you by Miss Tony.
Who, me?
That's you.
Let's look into the news. So the big news. New York Mayor Eric Adams faces criminal indictment and vows to fight the charges. What do you? What we don't? They're not even letting us know what the charges are. They said them charges is sealed, and what does that even mean? Oh my goodness! So Adams, a Democrat who would become the first of the city's 110 mayors to be criminally charged while in office, said in a video statement that if charges were filed, they would be entirely false, based on lies, and he vowed to remain in office while fighting them. New York Mayor Eric Adams said on Wednesday he's expected to be charged with federal crimes and declared he was innocent after the New York Times reported he had been already indicted following a long-running federal corruption investigation. If I'm charged, I know I'm innocent. I will request an immediate trial so New Yorkers can hear the truth, Adams said. Defying calls from Democratic politicians for him to resign, he said, "You elected me to lead this city and lead it. I will F out of here."
Eric, how do y'all feel about him in general? Like, as a person, from what you guys just kind of know, do you like him?
I mean, I don't know anything about him to say whether I like or dislike him. I don't know. Yeah. What do you think of him?
I don't know. I feel like myself is confused about whether I like Eric Adams again. I have not done any type of research or anything about him to really determine how I feel. I just feel like he's always involved in, like, I always never know how to feel about him. Like, I never know. Like, I don't know if I like him or if I'm not. Is he for the people? Is he not for the people? I feel like he get mixed up in a lot of random things.
But what do you think these charges are about? Do you think it has something to do with
corruption? Diddy? No.
No.
He was probably misappropriating funds.
I
think that when black people do white collar crimes, it's usually misappropriating funds.
See, Chris asked too. Wait, was he at Diddy parties? Because I mean, I don't know. The Empress
he could have been.
Troy said he looks guilty. He looks like a former pimp. Something in jail.
Let's go to the story.
Face federal charges. He denies any wrongdoing.
NBC News law enforcement and intelligence correspondent Tom Winter joins us now. So we know right now this indictment remains sealed, but walk us through what we do know and remind us of just some of the law enforcement activity we've seen sort of swirling around the mayor and his aides recently.
Well, it's that law enforcement activity, Joe, that we've been watching that has kind of keyed us in on some of the potential avenues of this investigation. Some of it taking place just after Labor Day when there were phones that were taken from the deputy mayor of public safety. This is the person that oversees the NYPD and the fire department. His phone taken. The person who's in charge of schools, his brother, David Banks' phone taken. His wife, the first deputy to the mayor, Sheena Wright, her phone taken. So there's been a lot of ongoing investigations involving specifically City Hall. We also have a separate NYPD investigation, a number of phones taken there. Our lives are on the phones these days, so that's what federal prosecutors and the FBI have been looking for is what have these people been saying to each other? Yeah. What have they been talking about? Who are they communicating with? And now the question is, what are the specific federal crimes? We don't know that yet. Believed to be around a campaign finance issues or violations that may have occurred. Whether or not there's foreign money that's involved, that's going to be a big question and something we're going to be watching for today.
The mayor already speaking out about this. Sounds pretty defiant. What's he saying?
Well, the mayor's speaking out and saying, look, I told you that I was going to do things for this city. I was going to work hard for you. And as a result, I would have a target on my back, and now you can see that, in fact, I do have a target on my back, and I'm expecting federal charges. I think the question here going forward, we've already seen it, a number of resignations from legal counsel to the head of schools, as I just mentioned. Are we going to see more defections? And we saw it with the police department, the police commissioner leaving after there was an investigation that was announced and launched there. So going forward, who else leaves city government at a time where there's a lot of serious issues facing the city?
Let's take a listen to the mayor's statement here.
Let's take a listen.
I will fight these injustices with every ounce of my strength and my spirit. If I'm charged, I know I am innocent. I will request an immediate trials so the New Yorkers can hear the truth.
So how are Democrats already responding to this? Is there going to be pressure on him to?
I don't know, brother.
We don't know.
But they don't want to tell us any information. Like, but what? Okay,
I've never heard
let's
of
speculate.
that.
What could it be?
Again, I think it's mishandling of fronts. And I think that he might have just been doing favors for some extra coins.
Some strange change?
Yeah, no, like, you know, probably doing favors, like,
let me get you a liquor license.
Let me get you a liquor license, or let me pass your inspection for, even though I know you're not inspection. Give me $4,000. I think that's what
though, just the mayor.
The mayor, yeah.
Okay.
And you know, the mayor is pretty much the president of the city. So he has a lot of clout to, you know, get things done. I don't think if it was sexual assault, it would have been out there immediately.
But they definitely say it's corruption.
Yeah, corruption.
Right.
So corruption really is just that. I don't think that he was out here low key selling drugs anywhere. I think he was just doing extra favors.
Acting like Duda in the Shy.
So the NYC officials who resigned ahead of Adams' indictment was the
police commissioner.
Yeah, police commissioner, the mayor's counsel and chief legal advisor.
Yeah. And then
the health commissioner and the health commissioner. So those three people resigned before this came out.
Yeah, it sounds like some passing of licenses and getting a little extra.
Letting the cops shake down the clubs for cash.
Oh, yeah, like literally those type of things. Like if you think about Power and Ghost and Tatum or something like that, and how, you know, you come out here and talk to my group and get me these votes, and I'll make sure that you get the cash to keep the club open, even though you selling ecstasy under the table.
So they also took all those people's phones.
He was probably letting Diddy have freak offs.
You leave Diddy out of this mayor's problem.
Pastor Troy said he probably built a house in Jamaica.
And did what, Pastor Troy?
Is he Jamaican?
No. Schneider said counterfeit Yeezys.
Counterfeit Schneider.
What else?
Go outside.
What else? What else is it that they say in somebody else said something that was really funny. Witch hunt. He's a former cop. From what I've seen, people of New York City are celebrating. Latoya says we got to ask a New Yorker how they feel about that. So Chris, tell us how you feel about it. And then Didi said that one of his besties is the flashy pastor.
Flashy pastor. It's not flashy pastor.
The diddler.
That's Diddy.
Oh, that's Diddy again. Oh, damn. Damn, Diddy's bad. Diddy's a bad dude.
A bad hombre.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, that's terrible. Really, Eric Adams. I knew it was coming, though. They was going to get that black man.
I feel his name was, we was hearing his name too much.
Yeah.
Like, he was our mayor. You know what I mean? Like, this is too much of his name. A student has left Gettysburg College after a racial slur was etched onto a student's chest, school officials said. I do not understand this story at all.
So I'm glad that I thought that was a part of the article when you said I do not understand, but that is so, please read it, because let's see if we can get some video. Because
yeah, I need some video. A student athlete is no longer enrolled at Gettysburg College in Pennsylvania after they allegedly etched a racial slur
and it was the N-word.
The chest of a teammate. Officials say the N-word. He carved the N-word into the chest of one of his teammates. Don't understand it. Several students were attending an informal gathering of the swim team at an on-campus residence in September when one of them used a box cutter to scratch the N-word on another student's chest, according to statements made by the college and the family, who says their son was the victim.
Let's go to the clip.
And when I heard about it, I couldn't believe it.
Pretty disgusted. It's just kind of sad. Like, that stuff still happens today. Like, even though we talk about all the time, having inclusion and not doing that type of stuff anymore. It's 2024. You can't be doing that stuff, and it's just sad to see that people still think that way and act that way, and it's just can't have that.
All right.
What the hell do you mean? What the hell do you mean by etched?
But
by etched a word into his chest.
So the reprehensible act was committed by a fellow student athlete, someone he considered a friend, someone whom he trusted, the family said in an anonymous statement. It's unclear whether the swimmer was expelled or faced other disciplinary action from the college. What needs to be clear to me is how could he etch more than one line into somebody's skin? Was he being held down by other people? They're not telling me the information that I need to know.
I don't really have a lot of commentary on this, because how come this is not on CNN? And why, is it as...
It is, well, this is on CNN.
Is it as, I don't know what to ask you. Is it as serious as we think it is? Did the boy want a tattoo and he was gonna get a tattoo and they made a funny? It was like, no, I'm gonna tattoo N-word on your
box cutter.
Okay, all right. So everything that I want to be able to
okay.
Let's go.
It says 2 weeks ago. Let's just go to this.
Yeah,
I just skimmed through the story. It doesn't.
The incident took place at a gathering of swim team members. It is important to note that he was the only person of color at this gathering. This student used a box cutter to etch the N-word across his chest. Now, that alleged carving, happened on Friday, September 6th, and nothing came out about the situation until last week. Since this happened, students say on campus that the university has responded well.
I would say we're more united now. I think everyone was pretty disgusted about what happened, and I think now we're just trying to move forward, united as one.
Mm-hmm. I also spoke with the Gettysburg police, who said they have not even received any information, so they did not want to make a...
They did say that the family has said that they want to remain not exposed. Because they don't want to be exposed, they can't expose the person who did it, because then people will start to figure it out. They even removed all of the swim team's names off of the website so that they can't try to figure it out, because I guess it could get crazy.
He's the only black man.
That's what I'm saying. Exactly.
So that's what Mike Nice is asking. Was he passed out? Was he drugged?
And these are the small details that I think that we should be privy to when reading these articles. How did this? How were you able to etch into somebody's skin a whole entire word with a box cutter?
With a box cutter.
He had to be passed out.
He was passed out or drugged, or the other swim team members had to be holding him down or something like that. I just don't get it. I don't understand.
You know why it has to be passed out? Because nobody else is in trouble at all. Because if they were holding him down, then they would have had to get all of them. I think that it was at an off-site party for the swim team. He was the only one black there. He probably either had too much to drink or, like you said, got drugged, and they etched into his friggin' chest the N-word.
Words of wisdom for the parents out there.
Say it.
If you have
Say it,
children,
Tristan.
and they the only black person
Hello?
on the team.
Hello?
Probably shouldn't put your kid on that.
Hello?
Listen, my child's not gonna be the only black on the team. I'm gonna tell you that right now.
They could be the only black on the team, but wherever the team go, I shall be there as well.
Yeah.
All the
Or
practices.
or your big black friend is going with you.
Yeah, everybody. We gonna hire somebody for you. I'm sorry, and I don't care. I went to school in Belmont, Massachusetts, and I stayed with one family, and it wasn't a whole bunch of kids. And if there was a whole bunch of kids, believe me, there was more than one black child around, whether they lived there or not. I am not sending my child to be with a bunch of other people that don't know his life.
No,
I'm not doing it.
That's Shanae said. Shanae was trying to call in, and she said that's what she was calling in to say. Listen, parents, talk to your kids because these folks ain't your friends. They really aren't. Somebody says they gave him something. Somebody's child has to feel my child's pain. I'm going to the houses.
Because if you think about it, all the stories that we have ever heard of of black people mysteriously either drowning, disappearing, getting killed
We had a
at
case
their
here
white
in
friend.
Massachusetts,
The
a
little
black
boy
boy that drowned.
He was the only one that drowned at the all-white pool party. Remember the lady who went out with all her white friends, and then she was the only one that fell off the balcony. What is it that I understand that we are in a different age and time, and not all people are bad and whatever, but there's got to be some bad feelings that you have surrounding to be the only. And in 2024, I'm not gonna be. No, not my child, not my nephew. God damn it.
Who nephew? Who?
Not any of the children that I know here. Not yours, Larry. Not yours, Shanae. Not yours, Miss Sweet Tweet. It's not none of y'all children is gonna go somewhere that they don't have no business being there at. If I seen them, I'm taking them home.
That Pastor Troy said, hell nah, Dane's father is an ignorant fella with not a care when it comes to him. Listen, I am a spider monkey and a Wolverine when it comes to my child.
Spider monkey
Are
and a
you
Wolverine.
crazy? And a silverback gorilla. Don't mess with my baby. Are you crazy?
Not my child.
Everybody would have had something carved in their chest. Everybody.
I think we're gonna hear much more about this story in the future.
I hope so, because I think it's something that should not be swept under the rug or go down smallly. What is it? Silently. Smallerly. Go down smallerly.
Oh, our president Joe Biden was on The View yesterday. Joe Biden insists that he would have beaten Trump in the 2024 elections, and that's
Biden
right.
needs to sit his ass
That's
down.
right, Joe. You remain staunch and
He looks so tired.
Leave him alone. He looks so
tired.
President Joe Biden's appearance on The View on Wednesday said he is at peace with his decision to exit the 2024 race, but he says he is still confident that he would have defeated the D in November. Biden sat down for roughly a half hour with the show's 5 hosts in what was his first interview since the Democratic National Convention in the September 10th ABC's new presidential debate between Vice President Kamala Harris and Trump. The president was first asked to reflect on stepping aside and ending his bid for re-election amid growing concerns from Democrats about his age and ability to carry out a grueling campaign and a possible second term. I am at peace with my decision, Biden said. Look, when I ran for the last term, I said I saw myself as a transition president. But what happened was we were having so much success in getting things done that people felt we couldn't get done. I found myself having used more time than I would have ordinarily to, pass the torch. Biden then turned to praising Harris, who he called tough and honorable. And the thing I like about her, and the one thing we share in common, is that we have an optimistic view of the future, he said. You guys go ahead and catch that interview with President Joe Biden on The View if you can.
Right here, aside from seeking re-election, putting your country first above any personal ambition, and passing the torch to the vice.
My son loves a Joe Biden, boy.
And you passed the torch to Vice President Kamala Harris. What have these past 2 months felt like, and are you at peace with your decision?
I am at peace with my decision. Look, when I ran this last term,
what are you saying?
I said that I saw myself as a transition president.
Yeah.
Transitioning to a new generation of leadership. Now, I know I only look 40, but I'm 180 years old. I've been around forever. And but what happened was we were having so much success in getting things done that people thought we couldn't get done.
I'm gonna watch that later.
I'm gonna watch it when I go home. You know, Joe Biden. What can you say?
I'm so. Every time I think about Joe Biden, I get very, very excited. Not excited. I get very. I don't know. He just seems like such a humble, nice man. Like a great grandpa.
Yeah.
And I'm really excited that he went outside of himself and he really kind of sacrificed his second term for her. Mm-hmm. And that's really dope. To hear people still out here talking about she didn't even get all the votes to be on there. I want you guys to really, really learn to shut up. Like, I just want people to stop saying words, and it makes me angry when you guys say such false words and then want to be strong and wrong about it. You guys think that the Republicans was just gonna be out here like, oh yeah, she can do it. Y'all don't think that the Republicans made sure that she got every single molecule of vote that she was supposed to get? Like, y'all don't think?
Yeah.
You don't think?
Yeah. I think of Joe Biden and I think about, like, I don't know, it made me think about like Noah when Noah was first born, and the guy pulled me to the side and he said, he's not sick, he's small, and he's small and he needs to grow, right? Yeah. And with Joe Biden, I think that he's not sick, he's just old and he needs to go.
Yeah, he does.
He needs to go.
I don't think that Joe needs any of the shit that America gives him. I think that he's done too much and
he's done well in his position as a congressman, in his position, in all the positions that he's held. Like, he's done well. He's done well, and now it's like it's time for you to rest. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, just rest. And I think that he did well for us as a president during the term that he did. And this was very heroic for him to hand this over to Kamala, and he handed it over to someone who was worthy of it. So
yeah, I think he's a great guy, and I wish that he was stronger so that he could have went on. I think that Joe Biden did really, really great for this country, and I think that she will follow suit, and that's what people are scared of.
And LaWanda said, "Poor Joe Biden looks like a White Walker from Grand Control."
LaWanda.
Don't you say nothing. You call somebody's baby a hairless gizmo.
Wow, a hairless gizmo?
She said the baby looked like a hairless gizmo.
I want y'all to know I'm not having any more children. So
God.
It doesn't matter. No. Wait, I'm going to... It's not about me right now. Okay.
Oh, God, don't say nothing about what LaWanda said. A suspect detained after a backpack explodes at a California courthouse, injuring 6 people yesterday. I didn't hear anything about this story. I saw it this morning.
Whose baby is that? No.
It's cute. I loved Gizmo.
Oh, God. I gotta get serious. A male suspect has been detained after allegedly throwing a backpack containing explosives into the Santa Maria, California Superior Court on Wednesday morning, which set off an explosion that injured 6 people. The blast occurred at 8:34 a.m. after a man threw a backpack inside the building and immediately was detained by security personnel. The explosion injured 6 people who suffered non-life-threatening injuries and were taken to the Marion Regional Medical Center for treatment. Please avoid the area. Scene has been deemed safe.
The hell?
They said, bystanders said the suspect threw the backpack in front of the courthouse's arraignment courtroom where it exploded. I heard what sounded like a bunch of chairs falling over, but it was a loud bang. Mellon said he and others were sitting inside the courthouse when the explosives occurred. Why can't I say that word?
Occurred.
A bailiff escorted a Judge Mellon and others out of the courthouse and past what Mellon said looked like a sweater smoldering on the ground. Mellon said he saw an individual that was screaming and 4 or 5 people on top of him trying to keep him restrained. Another witness showed Mellon a video of the suspect as security were trying to cut his clothing off of him. He had a bunch of bullets that were coming out of his clothes, Mellon said. This could have been way worse than it was if not for the deputies just jumping on top of the guy. What happened?
What?
So the man just throws a bag in a place and the bag explodes?
He threw the backpack inside into the courthouse, into the courtroom, but they said he had a whole bunch of bullets on him. So you think he was that was like the distraction, and then he was going to go in there and shoot up the courthouse?
Probably.
Yeah, emergency vehicles responded to the scene where they staged in East Cook Street and blocked the entrance to the courthouse parking lot. The courthouse is closed at least for the rest of the day as law enforcement investigates the crime scene. Santa Maria police were seen transferring the suspect to a Santa Barbara County Sheriff's police car to take him for processing. Units with the Santa Maria, Santa Barbara, and all of that stuff. Ambulances responded to the explosion. Santa Maria is located along US 101, about 158 miles northwest of Los Angeles. That's so crazy. Thank goodness there was no casualties. People were injured, but not gravely injured, and not seriously injured. But that is really, really crazy. That could have been a lot worse. It sounds like by what the witness described, that he had those bullet. Those things with all the
shield.
Yeah. A Haitian group in Springfield files criminal charges against Trump and J.D. Vance. We talked about that earlier today. Kentucky sheriff accused of shooting the judge. Remember, we talked about this earlier this week. So he pleads not guilty, but he could be facing the death penalty.
Oh.
Yeah. The Kentucky sheriff accused of fatally shooting a judge in his chambers last week.
Yeah, well, I mean, you set yourself up.
I think there's gonna be more to
yeah.
the story.
So he could face the death penalty if convicted, according to a special judge appointed to preside over the case. Letcher County Sheriff Sean Steins, 43, made his first court appearance Wednesday, where he pleaded not guilty to first-degree murder charges. On Thursday, that's so crazy to me.
How you can plead not guilty?
You can plead not guilty.
I feel like there should be another thing in there.
Right,
Maybe
I did it, but I didn't mean it.
I choose to wait for my determination or something like that.
I think we're gonna hear a lot more to come from it.
Yeah. On Thursday, Steins allegedly killed Kentucky District Judge Kevin Mullins, 54, inside his chambers in the Letcher County Courthouse. The shooting allegedly occurred following an argument inside the courthouse, according to the Kentucky State Police and investigators. The two had lunch together the day of the shooting. They was having lunch together the day of the shooting. Steins did not appear to show emotion during the brief hearing on Wednesday, where he appeared over Zoom wearing a jail uniform alongside his public defender, who entered the not guilty plea on his behalf. He's expected back in court on October 1st. The judge was found with multiple gunshot wounds after a 911 caller reported shots being fired inside the courthouse, and Steins was taken into custody without incident at the courthouse. Officials have not yet determined if Steins used his duty weapon in the shooting. Why haven't they determined that yet?
Because what exactly? What do you got? What takes so long to test the gun that you have and a bullet that you have?
Is it the gun that he had on him when y'all arrested him?
And if it's not, then did he do it?
Right? He did it. On Monday, just days before the shooting, Steins was deposed in a lawsuit which alleged he had failed to investigate one of his deputies who sexually abused a woman in Mullins' chambers. A lot of stuff happens in these chambers,
A lot of stuff. Come to my chambers. Lawyers, come to my chamber.
On Friday, Whitesburg Mayor Tiffany Kraft told the community that had been rocked to its core by the incident. "You'd never dream that anything like this is ever going to happen in your small town," she said, noting Mullins and Steins had been seen as two great pillars of the community, and they were friends, it seems like. Watts told the station he had known both men for decades. "Both men were my friends and work family, and I saw them almost daily while we were at work." I can't wait till the story comes out about what actually happened here.
Me too.
What do you think he said to him to
great.
make him pull out his gun and shoot him multiple times?
I just left your wife's house.
Did you say your mother?
They had some kind of relationship, or something like that.
You think they was together? And he was threatening to expose him?
I don't know.
And they got into a tussle, and he said, "I would rather die." Maybe that's not.
Or is it over my dead body? He said,
yes.
And then that's how you want it.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's exactly what I think happened.
That's what happened.
This is him? Oh, no.
No. This is a blast from the past. Lee Malvo. Remember him?
He's a
shooter, sniper boy.
Yeah, the sniper boy. Yeah.
So resentencing for Lee Malvo is postponed in Maryland after Virginia says he can't attend in person. But they resentenced him for what?
Why are they resentencing him?
So what's wrong with the sentence that y'all gave him before?
Is he getting more? Is he getting less? What'd he do?
This the baby boy.
Ain't he old already?
I mean, how old was he? He was like 16 or 17,
Yeah,
right?
I thought he was a little, now he's recidivism.
Oh, he was 17 at the time. So a Maryland judge on Wednesday indefinitely postponed a resentencing hearing for convicted sniper Lee Boyd Malvo after Virginia rejected a request to temporarily let him out of prison to attend a court session in Maryland. Malvo and his partner, John Allen Muhammad, shot and killed 10 people and wounded 3 others over a 3-week span in October.
They were some bad hombres.
They were awful. Of 2002 that terrorized the Washington, D.C. area.
It did.
Multiple other victims were shot and killed across the country in prior months as the duo made their way to the area around the nation's capital from Washington state. Malvo, who was 17 at the time of the shootings, was convicted of multiple counts of murder in Virginia and Maryland and sentenced to life in prison.
How much people did they kill?
They killed 10. Damn. But they shot up a whole bunch of others. Crazy. He was convicted of multiple counts of murder in Virginia and Maryland and sentenced to life in prison without the possibility of parole. He has been serving his sentence in Virginia. Muhammad, who was older than Malvo and was accused of manipulating him to serve as a partner in the shootings, was executed in Virginia in 2009.
Oh, yeah. I think because I was like, I thought one of them died at the hands of the police.
That's what I was going to say. I think that one of them, Since Malvo was initially sentenced, though, a series of Supreme Court rulings and changes in Maryland and Virginia law have severely limited or even abolished the ability to sentence minors to life in prison without parole.
Oh, wow.
In 2022, Maryland's highest court ruled 4-3 that Malvo is entitled to a new sentencing hearing.
Really? So he could potentially get out, maybe?
He could potentially get out. The hearing was scheduled to occur in December in Montgomery County, but Malvo has insisted that he be allowed to attend the sentencing hearing in person, and his court-appointed lawyer argued that if he isn't allowed to do so, his guilty pleas in Maryland should be vacated and he should be given a new trial. He has a right to be here in person and he's not waiving it, his lawyer said.
Because why would they want him to? Why wouldn't they want him to go to
the prison to hear his sentence? I don't understand sentencing people when they're not there anyways. I don't like that.
And I feel like if you're going to sentence them good. You know, like, what do you do? Why are you doing that?
So prosecutors said they made efforts to have Malvo transferred from a Virginia prison to attend a hearing, but those efforts were rejected. Virginia Governor Glenn Youngkin's spokesman Chris said confirmed Wednesday hearing in a written statement that due to his violent criminal history, Governor Youngkin's position is that Mr. Malvo should complete his Virginia sentence before being transferred to Maryland for resentencing. So you want him to finish his life sentence?
Let him finish the one he got here, and then when he's finished with his life, then you guys can take it and then go to the next one.
Yeah.
And these people are educated people.
These are people that are supposed to be educated. Anyhow, that's a little Lee Malvo back in court. And then this last story, a New Hampshire man. I put this in here because the mugshot. Because of the mugshot. A New Hampshire man gets 4 to 10 years for a violent drunken attack on Hampton officers.
What'd he do?
A Litchfield man found guilty of 12 charges after initiating a brawl with Hampton police officers last year, was recently sentenced to 4 to 10 years in state prison. Rockingham Superior Court Justice Patrick Donovan handed down in-hand sentences to Brian Foley, 43, on September 23rd for most of the misdemeanor and felony charges, for which a jury found him guilty in August. Assistant County Attorney Caitlin Brown pursued enhanced sentences because Foley's convictions resulted from his assault on 2 Hampton police officers during an altercation in the parking lot of Hampton's 401 Tavern in November of 2023.
He looked like, I'll do it again. And I don't care.
You show the mugshot.
It's on there now. That man, he looks like he's got makeup on, and he was doing makeup in a car. He is non-remorseful.
Under New Hampshire law, assaults on police officers allow prosecutors to request longer sentencing, which Brown did. Hampton Police Chief
he was just fighting for his life.
He was.
Leave him alone.
What happened? He got jacked up, though. I mean, but they said he started it. We gonna finish it. That is that man's mugshot, and they said, I hope he can get the assistance he needs.
He needs to get it.
Poor thing.
But look at him. Going right into the entertainment news because we're strapped for time. Woman alleges Sean Diddy Combs raped her on video in a new lawsuit. She is being represented by that
Gloria Allred.
Yes, by that super lawyer lady.
So, that's it.
Yep, and it's done. And if they do ever find whoever got the tape, y'all better destroy it, because if they find the tape, Diddy is absolutely finished. He is absolutely finished. Another woman sued Sean Diddy Combs on Tuesday, alleging that the music mogul and his head of security sexually assaulted her and recorded it on video at his New York recording studio in 2001. A lawsuit filed in federal court in New York, the latest of several similar suits against Combs, comes a week after he was arrested and a federal sex trafficking indictment against him was unsealed. Talia Graves alleges that when she was 25 and dating an executive who worked for Combs in the summer of 2001, Combs and Joseph Sherman lured her to a meeting at Bad Boy Recording Studios. She said they picked her up in an SUV and during the ride gave her a drink likely laced with drugs. According to the lawsuit, Graves lost consciousness and woke to find herself bound inside Combs' office and lounge at the studio. The two men sexually assaulted her, slapped her, slammed her head against a pool table, and ignored her screams and cries for help. At a news conference in Los Angeles with one of her attorneys, Gloria Allred, Graves said she has suffered from flashback nightmares and intrusive thoughts in the years since. It has been hard for me to trust others to form healthy relationships and yada, yada, yada.
Do you see how her and Gloria Allred look alike?
I didn't see it.
That's weird.
The Associated Press does not typically name people who say they have been sexually abused unless they come forward by public, as Graves and Cassie, whose legal names is Cassandra Ventura, have. Graves' lawsuit also alleges that late last year, after Combs' former singing protege and girlfriend Cassie filed a lawsuit that began the surge of allegations against him, Graves learns through her former boyfriend that Combs had recorded her rape, her sexual assault, shown it to others, and sold it as pornography. Does she have any proof that he sold that as pornography?
Right.
Like, is it out there somewhere? Because if it is, this is terrible. Terrible.
It's all so terrible. I don't think there's any reprieve from this for Diddy. Like, it's just so awful. Mm-hmm. All of it is just so awful. And why do you think that so many things are just now coming out? Do you think that people are feeling emboldened, people are feeling confident now?
I think people are feeling safer now that it's out there,
and now that he's locked up.
Yeah, and now that their stories have credibility to them because others have come out. And they said that usually happens when you find one sexual assault victim. Usually there are more that have just sat silent for the whole time. Yeah. Usually they even have to be coerced into saying what happened. Yeah. But I think that right now the time is now, that if you're gonna come out with something, it's now. I'm not going to say I don't want to hear nobody later, but to all of those women who might have gone through something with Diddy, this is the time. Yeah. Like, you can't sit on this no more.
Because you have the most support right now, too.
So, Cat Williams has reacted to Sean Diddy Combs' arrest by reposting a joke about the rapper possibly snitching on his co-conspirators in his alleged sex crimes. The comedian had previously spoken out about declining an invitation to a party hosted by the rapper and stated at the time that he could back up his claims. Sean Diddy Combs has been at the center of controversy since the arrest following. Diddy about to snitch on everybody. Read the caption in the video reposted by Williams. Even more humorous was the AI-generated clip that comedian shared on his IG stories. It cleverly parodied scenes from the iconic 1991 film New Jack City, which starred Wesley Snipes as a drug pusher character Nino Brown. In the AI-edited version, Diddy's face is replaced with Brown's and backdrops of the famous courtroom scene in the film. Brown is then seen attempting to shift blame by identifying one of his assailants as the real head of the gang. Williams also appears to be in the crowd looking appalled after Diddy implicated the associate. So Cat Williams had said something about like the 2020, all the deviants are going to be exposed in 2024.
Daddy was telling us about that the other day.
Yeah. Williams. One wrote, Cat Williams might tell a joke, but he won't tell a lie. I definitely think Diddy is going to tell on every person in and out of the industry. Just wait and see. Two other individuals. Go ahead. Let's look at it out here.
What they?
They. Look at it. Kareem Akbar. That's right, the educated brother from the bank. He's the real head of the CMB, the brains behind the whole thing. I told you, this thing is bigger than Nino Brown, and I got a list of people. If I'm going down, I'm taking a whole lot of people.
Who are you talking about?
Look, did y'all see 50 Cent in the comments?
Yep. It's crazy too, though, because if you were Diddy, are you taking everybody with you, or you just? We talked about it yesterday.
Yeah.
In the comment section, what are you guys doing? If you're Diddy, everybody's going down, or you taking the L?
Right.
Completely by yourself.
Eddie Griffey said Diddy gonna get marked by October. Them people who on them tapes gonna get him inside while he's in jail. I'm saying. Finn said he's taking everybody with him.
Singing like a bird.
Tweet.
He did it. Right there, Malik Akbar. That one right there, he did it.
All of them.
I'm not going to read about Meek Mills because I think Meek Mills is an absolute idiot.
Wow.
He said that he'll give somebody $100,000 to figure out how he's connected to Diddy in real life and provide evidence. I will make up evidence for $100,000, and I want Meek Mills to understand that in the age of AI
and technology,
chill out.
Yeah.
Freddie P speculates Farnsworth Bentley was Diddy's little boyfriend at one point.
Yep.
Because Farnsworth Bentley disappeared.
Where is he? Is he alive?
Where did he go?
He's still around. He has a
podcast,
Instagram page, but he ain't doing nothing. I think.
Yeah. I think he's gonna.
Because we seen him everywhere, and then we didn't see him nowhere else. He just buckled down. He probably got a little settlement, and Diddy was like, "You just got to move." And just never be associated with me again.
Maybe he's in Thailand.
In Bali.
Somewhere.
Cardi B reacts after Offset accused her of sleeping with someone. She says, and I did. She did a live. I guess she was talking about their situation. Offset jumped in the live and was like, you was effing with a baby inside of you. And she later tweeted, I did. And now the world is in a frenzy and Larry Jordan is calling her a nasty biatch.
Oh, wow.
Huh?
What's wrong with that?
That she was having sex with somebody else while she was pregnant.
For somebody else.
I don't think it was.
What's wrong with that?
I don't think that's nice.
Is it not nice?
What's wrong with that?
What's wrong with it?
I don't know. I just don't think it's nice.
Well, no, seriously. Let's be.
So many different people in you at the same time.
Touche.
That's not at the same time.
I mean, I don't know that if I don't know.
Pregnant women are hornier,
I never
yes?
thought about it like that. What's wrong with it?
Pregnant women get hornier, yes? You want to have sex more,
I say
yes?
more, yes.
All right. So if you're not together with the man that impregnated you, and you're horny, and you's in another situation, the other situation shouldn't be able to hit that? Why not?
I don't actually have an answer for you because I never thought about it that way.
I've
why
never thought about it either because it never occurred to me that you could have sex with somebody who was not the baby's father while you were pregnant.
It's morally wrong because it's not the child's father. What?
No, because child's fathers usually like if I got pregnant by a dude and he was just like, I don't want the baby and I don't want you, I'm gonna have to respect him.
I don't know. I guess for me, and I know that there are situations where people do get with people while they're pregnant for someone else. But as a man, I don't know how they do that.
Yo, Finn said I done poke a lot of heads.
Oh my God, Finn.
For real though, like that's crazy.
No, I never, like, to be honest with you, I never really thought about it. But what is wrong with it?
Yeah.
What is wrong with it? You're not having sex with the baby. You're having sex with me.
I don't know. For me, it just seems weird to me.
Tell me why.
I don't know.
And you don't even have to explain it. But I'm just trying to figure. Like, to me, it does seem. I agree.
Yeah.
It does seem weird to me. But what is actually wrong with it?
I just don't understand how you would be in a new relationship pregnant for somebody else.
Because you had sex with somebody and you wasn't expecting to get pregnant and you got pregnant.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Yeah, you had an accident and you got pregnant.
That's literally how it is. But for me, that's
because I'm trying to think about it. I'm trying to think about it as well as my own situation. If I got into if I'm
F that baby.
If I'm 1 month pregnant and I found out that I was pregnant, but I had already started talking to some other man and we had already started having sex before. I'm not gonna stop having sex with him because I'm pregnant. I want to have sex while I'm pregnant. I'm never getting pregnant again, so that's never gonna be my story. But I'm just trying to figure. I just never thought about it, and I'm interested in knowing.
I've never thought about it, but I still don't think that I ever would think about it. It's not going to happen with me, even if I were interested in
Hempers. Now you know very well biologically, he's not coming on anybody's head. You know, like it's not. The baby is protected by many things that don't allow it to have that. It's biologically, scientifically, not that. So like it's.
But I would still think that. I know that, but I still think so.
If that's not your new person, there should not be a problem. It's 9 months while you have the other man. I gotta be celibate for 9 months on purpose. Every scenario different. She could have called him for the sex. I think in Cardi B and Offset situation, everybody's trying to come down on Cardi B for doing it
because she was still married.
Are you guys? No, they had divorced at the. Well, they are going through. No, not completely. They're going through the divorce.
Right.
But like if we in that situation, Offset has cheated on her literally every year of their marriage publicly. So I'm not sure why people don't think that it would be in her right to have sex with somebody else.
Finn said it's the same as the baby being in the same room.
That is not the same. That is not the same.
Technically it is.
How you know? Don't tell him, Tris. He's the expert.
Okay. We're gonna bring this up back tomorrow on and the topic. Let me see if I can find a scenario for it in our late breakfast class.
We in the scenario right now.
Shoot, let me keep on moving because this is a deeper conversation.
So with the Cardi situation, I think that maybe it could be that too. Like that just makes it adds extra layer to the weirdness. They were still technically married,
but we do know that technically married means absolutely nothing. Right. That just means that the divorce.
We didn't know that they were separated yet. Remember, we didn't know that she was pregnant until the other day, and then she had the baby the next day.
But they had already started going through the divorce, so technically we did know that they were not together.
Yeah.
And if she decides that she is horny on her pregnancy and wants to have sex with somebody else that's not her cheating ass ex-husband, then why not?
Snyder said,
again, it's not going to be me, but
I choose to be ignorant about this. And Larry says, I done smashed with a few kids in the room.
Hempress, now that's not a good question either.
Finn, who are you? I've done it with the other man's baby on the bed. I'm gonna leave.
Wow.
I'm gonna leave this place.
Empress said, "Why another child? Why have another child with him? Because she only wants one baby daddy.
She wants all her kids to have the same father.
Yeah, I get that too.
I get that part.
I get that.
I get that. Yeah.
I get that. See, Finn said this is all very normal, especially you West Indians. Y'all know very goddamn well that y'all don't have no morals over bashing somebody, y'all. You guys make it. I'm not making it. It's a thing. Like y'all be like, she used to go with my man. So like I don't care about that.
These two walked in right at the right time. We're talking about Cardi B has said that. So I guess Offset accused her of having sex with someone else while she was pregnant, and she said, "And I did." And so y'all dressed up alike today. so we like what? So Tristan said, "What's wrong with that?" And I feel like something's wrong with that. And Tristan and Sauce seem to think that nothing's wrong.
I'm saying I'm not gonna do it, but why is it horrible? Come into the mic. This is our transition right now. Yes. Both of those mics are on, so y'all are both cleared.
Yeah, all right. Well, that's that. Why is that a good thing?
Why not?
That's horrible.
Why?
Because you're pregnant with someone's child and you're accepting Johnson. Like,
So
would you do that? Because our comment section men are like, yeah, we do that.
Why wouldn't you?
So
like
if they're not together, if they're not together with the baby's daddy,
and she's just a single woman that's pregnant.
She should wait till her child.
Why? She's got to be literally horny her whole pregnancy because she's pregnant with somebody else's
Yeah,
child.
there's already sperm there. Why would we need to add more?
there's no sperm there. That sperm is not.
The sperm has been fertile.
The baby's the sperm.
The baby is protected by a whole entire sac that's completely away, and y'all ain't none of y'all that big to touch the baby's head. I want you to be
No, I don't
scientific.
care about that. That's
But
what- yeah,
also,
that's-
if you don't care about that, then why not smash the pregnant baby?
I what do you think about that?
What she said?
Sweetie
She said nothing wrong with it.
Ain't nothing wrong with it.
I don't think anything is wrong with it. Like, I know a lot of situations where men have started talking to women very, very early on in their pregnancies, and they're not with the child's father that they were pregnant with 2 months ago. So that I'm 8 weeks pregnant, barely showing. I start talking to this dude, and you trying to tell me I can't have sex with my potential husband because I'm pregnant with some old nigga's baby?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
They're toys for that.
I don't know. I mean, I'm a prude anyway, so it don't like that's fine. I could go 9 years without a super stuff. But
I mean, I didn't have sex on my whole pregnancy because I didn't believe that I was pregnant. But even after the baby came, I was like, damn, this is for real.
I mean, and I couldn't. So there's that.
Because they say that sex really does help your pregnancy go along. It helps you better. It helps you deliver better. All of these things. So why should I suffer
I remember when you were in labor and Grandma was like, "Tell her to be with the man." Be with the man.
We'll continue that on the Bobby Steele Show here on Spark FM Online from 11 to 1. Keep it locked right here. More music, more topics, more information, resources, news, all kinds of stuff happening at Spark FM Online. Thank you for joining us today. Don't forget, do not be out there having sex with somebody's baby's mama while they still baby's mama.
Yeah, don't do that.
And if you want to, nobody's judging you. Do what you gotta do.
I'm judging you.
Don't judge. She ain't judging you.
I am.
She's
Bye.
not. Bye.
I am. Bye.
You're listening to Saucy and Friends in the morning with Miss Hot Sauce, Miss Tony, and Rockstone Triz.
Let's start with the big question.
The all-new Spark FM.
Did you get a call or message that mentioned Social Security that made you feel threatened or